there's no way I could drill deep enough with the tools on hand, but I just developed some crazy idea. Hello everybody and welcome to day 107 of my Jaguar S-Type restoration. Despite last time's disillusioning experience, I'm gonna continue extracting broken bolts. I remember that I snapped some of the exhaust manifold bolts, so let's first go for the cylinder heads. This box contains one cylinder head with all its accessories, including the valve spring and tappets. You may ask me, how do I know which one belongs to which cylinder? Yeah, luckily there's a second box, and this sheet should help me to recall the storing system when it's up to the reassembly. So here's the first cylinder head, and it's obvious that the two outer studs snapped. So let's first attempt this one. I guess that's the rear. Perfect. That's one more bolt extractor kit I went for. So let's try the smallest one on this stud. The holes seem to be quite deep, 2 centimeters I guess, which means I can't even get down there with the bit all the way inside my drill. Keep your fingers crossed. And while the other me is working, let me answer some questions lately asked in the comments. Holy G obviously wants to change differential oil on his car and asks if he can use silicone or has to buy a Jaguar gasket. That's how the differential cover looks from inside. Actually, here's a groove but no gasket, so obviously it's sufficient to apply sealing compound into here. Next up, Dwayne Chester. What size sockets do you need to take off the starter? Here's 2 bolts. A standard one and one with a stud attached on top. Both are 13mm hex. Finally, Ravis Pescops, who's gonna change the parking brake cables on his S-Type. Good luck for that. And asks if the two halves are the same size. No, they're not. And now back to work. That's more or less the hole I already achieved with my center punch. I'm now gonna give the smallest a try, but unfortunately this doesn't even fit into my drill, so that's a 1.5mm. Yoo-hoo, I've achieved around 1.5mm till now. This is nix. There's no way I could drill deep enough with the tools on hand to utilize this bolt extractor, but I just developed some crazy idea, which is drilling 2 more holes a little off center. So that's now 2 holes besides each other. And now let's drill one more on the opposite side. You may ask yourself, what the hell is this guy doing? But as you can see, all that drilling vibrated the bolt loose already. So I'm hoping I simply can rotate it out. And actually those extra holes provided points the screwdriver can get a hold on. But now it got stuck again, unfortunately. I just found out that even this picking tool can help. Unfortunately, I flattened the threads on the alloy. I've now been working more than 3 hours on this single stud. It ended up around 4mm underneath the surface and finally got stuck because I destroyed the aluminum thread on this side. I hope next week's episode can be called Salvation. See you back then. Goodbye.